So there's a popular, like super duper popular cup, if you know what I'm talking about, that all the girlies have. You know, it's all the rage right now. The influencers are influencing and everybody has this cup. It's the Stanley cup. If you didn't know what I was talking about, or if you weren't gonna guess that, that's what it is. But that's not the cup we're talking about today. Today, we are talking about the Simply Modern cup. It's Tuesday. Test It Tuesday, where I do a 5-minute review of a product recommended to me from a social media ad, and I tell you if it's worth your money or not. So if you're not familiar with Stanley, Stanleys are all the rage right now. They come in 30 ounce and they come in 40 ounce. This is the older version and this is the newer, like upgraded version. That's why I have both of them here. Yes, I was influenced to buy them too. In comes this new Simply Modern, I think they call it a Trek Tumbler, and it is also 40 ounces. So these cups are comparable to each other because they're both 40 ounces. But I wanted to bring my 30 ounce one because of the different features that it has, because this is the older version of the Stanley. They just recently upgraded their cups. So I wanted to make sure I showcased, you know, the new upgrade. But this is the 40 ounce size. This is the Simply Modern Trek Tumbler. This is the 40 ounce one. It also comes in 50 ounces, which is way too much if you're asking me. 40 ounces is plenty. What's nice about the Simply Modern is you can personalize it for an additional $15, I think it is. They have many colors on their website. They have quarter turn lid technology. So you're not screwing your lid on forever and never, just kind of goes right on. You can also position your lid exactly where you want it better, since it just screws right on, just like that. It has an ergonomic, really, that's the best you could come up with, brain. It has an ergonomic handle, which feels really nice in your hand. It is cup holder friendly, that's why it's shaped like this, where it fits into most cup holders. It has a spill resistant lid. So this is one of the things that people are raving about, because the lid essentially doesn't let any water out of it, unlike the Stanley. This is what the lid looks like with no straw, and then you put your straw in there. Speaking of straws, it comes with 2 straws, which I could really appreciate. That little extra touch of the second straw is just top notch. Top notch. This 40 ounce Simply Modern cup is $29.99. This one specifically is a soft touch, so it has a different finish than their normal ones. So this one was $34.99, but normally the 40 ounce one is overall $29.99, and the 50 ounce is $34.99, whereas the Stanley 40 ounce is $45. So $29.99, $45. We're already winning in price. Sometimes things need de-influenced. You know, I bought these cups. I mean, we use them. It's not that we don't like them. They get their use. But were they worth the $50 that we spent on them? And the 30 ounce Stanley, $35. So I feel like these are almost more comparable than their 40 ounce. You can tell that Stanley's 40 ounce is a lot bigger. It's a little bit, not a lot bigger, but a little bit bigger. Some nice things about the Stanley though, it has a lifetime warranty, where if something goes wrong with it, they will replace it. It's also dishwasher safe. I'm not sure if this is dishwasher safe. Nope, it says hand wash only. So the Stanleys are dishwasher safe. I know a lot of people say you put them in the dishwasher and it ruins them. But they do claim to be dishwasher safe, whereas the Simply Modern is hand wash only. Also, a lot of people like the Stanley because if you take the straw out and turn the top of the lid, then you can just drink out of this part like this. If you're not interested in using it with a straw, then you can sip straight out of it. You don't have to use the straw. So that's another nice feature that the Stanley has. The one thing I did not like about the 40 ounce Stanley was how heavy it is. The cup on its own is heavy, and then add 40 ounces of water and your arm's breaking. You can tell a big difference in material that the Simply Modern is way lighter. So I'm gonna fill these up and we're gonna talk about if they leak. I'm gonna grab a towel too. This is just so heavy. Even though they both have 40 ounces of water, you can really feel a difference. Like this one just feels a lot lighter. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't like the 40 ounce Stanley, because it was so heavy. Now this is their old design, which as you can see, it leaks very, very quickly. That was why a lot of people didn't like Stanley. They liked their Yetis. I wanted to show you how the 2.0 cups are. So this is their 2.0 cup. And it still leaks. Like if I have a lot of things in my hand and I'm like this and I'm bending over, it's leaking. Or if I have a lot of things in my hand and I'm accidentally like tipping it, it's leaking. It never fails. I'm usually spilling it when I'm trying to get out of the house with 5 kids and all of our stuff and to my doctor's appointments. It's usually leaking. This is my first one of these. I've never had one of these before. And they are supposedly like spill resistant, so they're not claiming that they don't leak, but it does come out of the straw. But as you can see, at this height, it's not coming out yet. You have to like really flip it. If you take the straw out, it's not spilling at all. New favorite cup right here. I know a lot of people like with toddlers are like, oh, my toddler's always spilling my Stanley. Okay, we'll get you one of these and your toddler won't spill it no more. You need this. A lot of times I'll like place my water on the floor in the living room because we don't have like a coffee table or anything like that. And it gets knocked over by my 5 kids a lot. Either they're playing with, like we have an indoor basketball hoop with like the little balls, somebody running by, somebody not looking where they're going. I'm pretty conscious about where my cup is and hurry up and pick it up. But it'll be nice to not have like puddles being left behind while I'm using this instead of that. So it's like a battle of the cups. It's just really personal preference and what works for you. What you're interested in spending. Are you interested in this? Do you like the way it looks better? Do they have colors that you prefer? Do you want the same cup that everybody else has? I mean, I feel like these are starting to get popular too, but for good reason. I plan on packing this in my hospital bag, so I'm not going to use it, even though it's very tempting. This is my push present to myself. That's what we'll call it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it just comes down to personal preference. Like I know some people love Yeti and they're like, I would never buy a Stanley, I have a Yeti. Because some people are just loyal to certain brands and that's just how it works. That's what they like and that's what they use and that's great. If I were going to choose a 40-ounce tumbler, I would be picking this one, not this one. Hopefully, if you're on the fence on which one you want to buy or if you're trying to jump ship and you're trying to decide, hopefully that helps you at least a little bit. Well, that's all I have for today's Test It Tuesday. If you enjoyed today's review, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it helps my channel, helps other people see the channel. And don't forget to come back next Tuesday for another product review. I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, so last week I was diagnosed with COVID. So I got like no videos up because I was just like hibernating and dying. Yeah, it feels good to finally record something after what feels like a forever hiatus. Still pregnant, almost 33 weeks. I'll be 33 weeks tomorrow. But this is my new favorite cup and it's going to be great when I am breastfeeding 2 babies and like can't get enough water. This is gonna be my right hand. I'm out of here. All right. Bye. For real this time.